Can everybody hear me? Let me know if you can't hear me. Hi, everybody. So we have a little bit of a change up from my last live because my partner dropped his laptop and he's not here, so I can tell you guys that I told him so. Hi, everyone. Let's see. Hi, Crafting with Christy, Odd But Nice, Lisa B, Rajul, I already said hi, but nice. Pinky Stickers, Rachel Ray. Rachel Ray is going to be after me, so everybody keep an eye out for her. Dutch Doc, Cal, Sandy Jones, Kaya Rose, DP Addiction Adventures with Jennifer, Mickey. Let's see. And I'm sorry if I missed you guys, because this is definitely a lot more people than I had last time, so it's going to be fun. So, hi, Rebecca. Hi, Mystical. Hi, Anna. So yeah, last time I was streaming on a laptop, but I had to get a webcam to hang above my desk up here because he was carrying his laptop around in like a reusable grocery bag. And I told him probably a couple days before he dropped it, like, hey, you should get a better bag for that. And he was like, no, I'm fine. And then he dropped it in the parking lot at work. So he's waiting to see if he can get the warranty from the previous owner transferred. And if he can, then he'll get it fixed. But for now, we're going to use this this webcam, which is actually working out pretty good. So I've got everything set up here. I'm working on When September Ends by Dreamer Designs. And it's all going to be like reversed and everything because of the webcam. And so you're kind of seeing me upside down, but it'll work. So I'm glad you guys are here. I'm not going to be telling spooky stories today because that's not really my thing, but Montana's got a lot of that kind of history. We have like actual ghost towns and things like that because, you know, Montana was like big with the gold rush and we had like big copper industry and stuff like that. So we do have like legitimate ghost towns, and there's even like halfway ghost towns. When I went to a chokecherry festival a couple weekends ago, well, last month, it was more than a couple weekends, I guess. We drove through this one town that wasn't exactly a ghost town, but like 90% of the buildings in it were abandoned, and it was just really freaky because I'm from upstate New York, and that's not the normal kind of thing that I see. So what I'm going to do instead is talk about my favorite Halloween episodes of Bob's Burgers and rank them from my least favorite to my most favorite. And that was really hard for me because it turns out that my least favorite is the episode Full Bars, which I had a lot of trouble putting as my least favorite because I still really, really like that episode. So I hope you guys enjoy that. Now I'm going to decide what color to work on first. This is one of the blurry Dreamer Designs canvases. So I've been working on it at work and it's driving me crazy. I cannot wait for their 2.0 canvas to come out because this has been rough. Like there is, let's see. So this one is a like red background with a yellow X. And most of the symbols on here end up looking like a red background with like a little yellow something. Oh, Mickey, Bob's Burgers is a cartoon that is not really like a kid's cartoon. A lot of people compare it to The Simpsons, but I don't really like to make that comparison because it's not really the same. But it is a cartoon on Fox about a family that runs a burger shop called Bob's Burgers. The father is named Bob, and he's voiced by H. John Benjamin, who also is the voice of Archer, which is that spy, like, adult cartoon on not Comedy Central, on FX, but I think it used to be on Adult. No, it wasn't on Adult Swim. I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, it's kind of like this cute, like, Sunday night family comedy cartoon. And there's Bob and Linda that are the parents, and they have 3 kids. Tina, who's 13, and she's going through puberty, and she sounds kind of like a boy because she's voiced by a boy. And she is, like, really crushing on, like, the kid from the rival restaurant across the street. And the middle boy, Gene, who's kind of chubby and really creative and just has, like, all the funny, humorous lines. And then the youngest one, Louise, who has, like, those pink bunny ears. You might have seen him around. I have a bow over here that has her ears on them. So if you've seen, like, this like hat, that's Louise's hat. And she's the one that says all the sarcastic things. And she's voiced by Kristen Schaal, and I really love her too. But it's, like, one of my favorite shows. I really look forward to it every week. So they do holiday episodes, and they're some of the best. I mean, they're some of the best episodes of TV, honestly. I don't watch a lot of, like, dramas and stuff like that. I just can't handle it. I need, like, lighthearted TV. So Bob's Burgers is just one of my favorite shows. So I was like, well, they do really good holiday episodes. They do a Halloween episode just about every year, and it comes out. And this is turning out really good. This is not respectful confetti. This confetti is just insane. I mean, I am really happy with how it's turning out, but, you know, the last painting I did took me a week of working at it at work between calls, and this is how much I finished in a week between calls. And this is only, I don't know if it's actually even bigger than the last painting that I did, because I just finished Lover Stroll, and I think it's just a little bit bigger. It is definitely bigger, but I don't think it's that much bigger, because I think that one is, like, let me find it. Yeah, okay, so that's a 30 by 40. So this one is significantly bigger, but I still should be, like, halfway through it. And instead I'm only a quarter of a way through it, just because of all the disrespectful confetti. Okay, Lynn, I look forward to you being a lurker. I'm glad you could stop by. Let's see. Yeah, this is, I mean, I wish I could have gotten Forgotten Memories. This was actually my replacement canvas because I was really unhappy with how Carmel Tide Pools turned out. And I posted about it on Instagram, and they offered to send me a replacement. So I picked this one because I thought it turned out, I mean, it looks gorgeous. So I am powering through it, and I found that if I look for the colors that, like, I can recognize, if I say, like, you know, look at this and say, all right, I know that these little circles, I can tell really well what those are. I'll do all those first, and then, you know, just go through until I do that. It helps a lot. So, all right, I am going to pretend to get started at least. I've got my little cover minders here from Rachel Ray that you're not going to be able to see once I get it on here, but they're my little koi fishes. I got her email about the butterfly cover minders that she put in her shop, and by the time I got to Etsy, they were gone. I wasn't even sure if I was going to buy them, but I wanted to at least look at them, and by the time I got there, they were gone. It was great. So congrats, Rachel. Okay, so I'm trying to fish out my lover stroll because I haven't put it on video yet, and I just have it in my portfolio by my desk, and someone at work is actually gonna take it. Here we go. So it turned out really nice, I thought. I mean, it is a little pixelated, but I mean, it is gorgeous. I just stand by fully that even at small sizes, Diamond Art Club does a really amazing job of charting. So I'm really, really pleased with how it came out. And like I said, I have someone at work that's he's actually going to buy it, which I'm like, dude, you don't have to do that. You can literally just have it. Oh my God, I just noticed I forgot some. Oh my God. All right. Well, you know what? Emergency filling in. Now, where did I put the drills for this? I don't think I put them away yet. Oh, I really like the lockables, like the containers, these. But the binder itself is a little bit awkward, and what I don't like is that it will peel up the stickers if you're not careful. So I ending up having a few that have tape over them because it'll peel up the sticker on it. But I really love the containers, and this is really convenient if I'm transporting it from place to place. But when I have stuff on my desk like this, more often than not, I end up just with it out like that. All right. Just a second. I need to grab my backpack that's just out of reach. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. I think they are. Okay, my drills are still in here. So I'm just going to pull them out and actually finish this diamond painting. Oh, I can't believe that. So at work, I've been using one of the mini Archer's Arch trays. And I'm finding the smaller one better. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because I have less like space to shake it or what it is, but it doesn't seem to bounce the drills as bad as the bigger ones. But I figured I'd try to give the big ones a chance again today. So we'll see how that works out. One thing I've been trying to do like mostly Diamond Art Clubs at work because I don't need to bring a light pad. Which is probably another reason that the Dreamer Designs is taking me so long. But oh yeah, also these trays are really terrible for putting back into the tiny little containers, because you kind of you really do have to cover the thing with your whole hand, or else they bounce all over the place. But with the lockables, the container's big enough that it's not as a big. Oh, it's really nice, Lizzie. I don't always have time to do it because sometimes we do get busy, and they've been doing this annoying thing where, for the sake of productivity, they take people off the phone to do inventory, which is fine because they don't want to pay us overtime to do it on the weekends. So I understand that bit, and it's great when you're the person that gets off the phone. But the downside is that if you're left on the phone, it's back to back to back to back calls, because they want it to be timed so that there's always like 4 or 5 calls in the queue, so that there's never too much time waiting for a call to be answered, but that it doesn't look like we're just sitting there with nothing to do, which, you know, from a staffing standpoint, I get, but it is really, really annoying from being the one who works there and you're not busy, and then suddenly it's just call after call after call while the person next to you is like banging away on their earbuds because they got pulled off the phone. But they do try to stagger it out so everybody gets like equal time off the phone. So I try not to let it bother me. All right. So welcome everyone who I haven't said hi to. I am really happy to be doing my first Diamond Paint-a-thon. And I'm really happy that I got my live working. I was real nervous that I wasn't going to. Next time I'm going to try that OBS thing so that I can put the picture of what I'm working on in the corner. I downloaded it already and played with it, but I didn't know how to hook it up to a live I already had scheduled, so I'm going to experiment with that later. Crystal, what do you mean from like glass wax jars from dispensaries? I'm curious about what that is. And I'm surprised my cat hasn't made an appearance because he was all over me this morning. And it's probably because he's not hearing anything out of the computer speakers. I really thought, I was like, oh God, this is going to be a disaster. He's just going to be all up on me and I'm not going to be able to get anything done. Oh, okay. Yeah, we have just medical marijuana here, so I don't get any of that. I mean, I probably could. I have chronic pain, but it's too expensive, so I don't. And also, like, I'd honestly only be interested in edibles anyway. So I'd just, like, whatever. Oh yeah. And if they don't have a cat, they've got a dog or they're allergic. That's what I've figured out. Because pets are awesome and everyone wants one. And we have cats even though my partner is allergic, because I had to move out here unexpectedly and it was like, well, I can't get rid of the cat. And then when we got a new house, we live with his parents, and his mom was like, well, now we have a house instead of just a rental. I want a cat too. So we have the 2 cats and they're pretty awesome. I love my cat. He's adorable. Yeah, Mickey, you should, if you have like a lot of those jars, you should try to use them. I've sometimes thought about using my pill bottles, but they're so tall. most of the time that I just don't think they'd work good for anything diamond painting related. But I do sometimes store like trim and things like that for sewing in there. But I'm on so many meds anymore that I still throw away most of them because I just can't be bothered to like remove the labels to recycle them, because it's just a real process. Well, and also we don't have like plastic recycling or anything here, so like there's no like way, like set way for like actually recycling them, but I mean like those things where you can like mail them someplace to be reused. And like the pharmacies don't take them back for, you know, melting down or whatever you do. I don't know. Oh, you'll have to let me know how that works out though, Sherry, because I'm willing to change my mind if someone finds that it works really good. All right, so the first thing I'm going to start talking about the Bob's Burgers episodes now. The first one is, well, there's 7 Halloween episodes, so I'm just going to talk about Halloween episodes. And I'll give some honorable mentions kind of towards the end of the stream, because there are some other holiday and miscellaneous episodes that are kind of Halloween-y and spooky, but not actual Halloween episodes. But okay, so the one that I put in last place is called Full Bars. And that one is about the kids going to like the rich island, King's Head Island, to go trick-or-treating. And it's called Full Bars because they get full bars and they freak out about it. And that one is really cute because each of the kids has really cute like costumes, because that's one of the recurring things is like pun costumes, because it's a comedy show. So Louise, the youngest, she's dressed as like Edward Scissorhands, but she has like duct tape wrapped around her little bunny ears. And that's the thing, Louise is always wearing those bunny ears. And, you know, she's she's basically carrying with scissors. She's carrying scissors, and her mom like makes a comment about how she's running with scissors. And you know, it's just kind of a cute little costume. And their brother Gene, for some reason, dresses as Queen Latifah from her UNITY phase. Don't know why. And then Tina, the teenager one, she dresses as a mummy who is a mother. So she carries around a little baby doll. She's a mommy mummy. And that's probably the best one in the whole episode, honestly. And so that episode, like for each episode, if you've never seen the show, they have an opening, and there's this like store space next to the restaurant that is always having new owners. I'm glad to hear that, Anna, because I looked at a ranking, and it was number 2 on the ranking. So I felt like extra bad. And like, honestly, I love the episode, but there's a few reasons that it goes to the bottom. And it's not, I mean, it is because all the other episodes are better, but also there's one major reason that I'll bring up in a minute. So anyway, the rotating store, they always have like a pun store. So the one for this one is called Year-Round Halloween Store. And there's a sign on it that says closed for Halloween. And then they have like different disasters that happen to the store. And one of them's a rat infestation. So there's always an exterminator truck. And this one is the Bats All Folks Exterminators. So that's one of my favorites. And then there's also a burger of the day that's always a joke. And for this one, it's the Jack-O-Lentil burger, which, you know, not the best burger of the day. You know, if they'd come up with a really good burger of the day, I would have liked it more. But basically the kids go and they trick or treat on King's Head Island, and then teenagers come and, like, you know, terrorize the other little kids, and the Belcher, because their last name is Belcher, they end up saving them and getting revenge on the bullies. And it's, you know, cute. And they get, you know, full bars of candy, and it's like a really good Halloween, and it's all wholesome and shit. But the really funny part is the side plot, because there's usually always two plots, which is their parents going to a Halloween party at Teddy the handyman's house. And he's spray painted everything orange and black. And Bob shows up without a costume, and he just gets, like, they go to the costume closet and they pull out a fat suit, which is actually one of the real reasons that, or not one of the real reasons, but another one of the reasons that I didn't like this episode, because I'm, like, kind of anti-fat suit, like, especially, like, as a joke, but it was one of those, like, blow up ones. So, you know, borderline. But basically Bob sits on his guinea pig and kills his big guinea pig. And I'm just like, okay, it's not that funny. I don't think killing someone's pet is funny, even if the pet was, like, old and a guinea pig. But whatever. So that's my least favorite episode of all the Bob's Burgers ones. Yeah, exactly. Teddy's party. The one really funny thing at Teddy's party is Gretchen, who's this hairdresser that's, like, she's supposed to be kind of like this, like, chubby, really brash, kind of stupid blonde lady. And she is wearing a cheerleader uniform for a university called UTI, which I thought was pretty cute. I would love to be in the writer's room for this show, because they just come up with all these jokes that are basically just throwaways that get put in the show, and, you know, kind of just, like, it's a fun gag. So, hello, Soulful Brush. Ooh, I'm so jealous of you, Karen's Creations, working on your Halloween nighttime. I mean, I could have bought one, but I decided against it. I was like, ugh, I don't need another seasonal painting, even if I like it. I didn't like it quite enough, but I am jealous of everyone who got it on the first go around, because I didn't have a chance. I clicked my link when I got home that day, and it was long gone. And I had kind of just come to terms with not getting it. So I can try. It's Bronwyn. I can spell it for you if you want. I do it all day. It's BRONWYN. Shawana, hello. Oh, please. That is hardly the worst misspelling I've seen of my name. And I work in a call center, like I've said before. So I get called so many different things. There's actually a lady here in town from one of the local hospitals that I have become friends with, because she called me Roslyn for probably the first 6 months that I worked there. She would call up and just confidently say, "Hi, Roslyn." And I just went with it, because I was like, it doesn't matter. And she was also, like, friends with some people who worked with me, and I was just kind of, you know, talking about it. And to this day, I still don't know who ratted me out, but somebody told me, or told on me to her. So one day I get a call from her, and she's like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I had your name wrong." And I was like, "No, it's totally fine. It did not matter." But now we're friends. And she's actually donating something to the silent auction that we're having for the LGBT Center next month. We have our big gala that we put on every fall, and she's going to be donating a painting and some jewelry. So I just think it's so funny. That is one of the fun things about my job, is that I do sometimes get to interact with locals. Not too often, because, you know, we service a few different states, and Montana's not very big. I love the name Bronwyn too, Marissa. Ooh, Brian, what did you get on your custom? Because I'm trying to decide what to get for my custom. I'm probably going to pick some art and then bug the artist to see if they'll let me get it as a diamond painting. Because I'm not super into photos, and I don't really have a good photo of anything that I want to do. Although, I wonder if I have it. I don't think I have them over here, but I do have like some old photos from my mom and her family and stuff, and that might be something I could do that my sister and dad might like. I hate work. I shouldn't say that. I hate having to work. But thankfully I have a job that isn't too bad. I'm really thankful for that. We'll just put it that way, because nothing's worse than having a job you really hate. I've been there and I don't want to go back. Oh, that's wonderful. I'm really, really excited for when I do get my Diamond Art Club custom. The reason I didn't get one when they initially had them out for Diamond and Ruby members is just because I didn't know what to get. So I'm still kind of in that boat. I'm not sure what I'm going to get. If you guys hear some banging, I don't know if you can. Hopefully not, because I have like a desk in here. But if you guys hear some banging, we're having our dryer repaired right now. My partner's uncle is working on it, and that's all it is. You don't need to worry about it. We had an earthquake drill at work yesterday, and that was awful. We have to get under our desks, and it was right in the middle of my afternoon break, and I have to like get on the floor and crawl under my desk, and I'm like, just like, really, guys, you want me to crawl under my desk? So I was not a happy camper, but at least it like didn't last very long. So I was able to kind of just get right back into my break and then start taking calls again, which was less fun. All right. Yeah, Brian, I'm on Instagram. I'll type out my screen name because it's too hard to say. It's Cimarine Gal, but I'd have to spell it because most people don't know who I'm talking about. Hello again, Mindy. All right, so what are we doing next? I think we're gonna do 3 green dots. Lori, I don't work at Benefice. I work at Blue Cross. So I talk to Benefice people. And I'm there at Benefice quite often to see the doctor. Right now I'm there just about every week seeing Max at the physical therapy center because my back is giving me fits. Oh yeah, I know Kale. He's very quiet, but a cool dude. We hang out and chat all day. And when he does say something in chat, it's always hilarious. Small world. Oh, I bet. He seems so nice. And he's quiet at work. At least, you know, I'm sure like if I was in training with him or something, it'd be a whole different story. But when he's just like doing his job, he does not talk a lot. Oh, see, this is what I'm talking about. I can't tell if that's dots or not. Oh well, just gonna power through it because it's turning out amazing, even with these disrespectful amounts of confetti. That's so funny. Although, like, I mean, really, you come to Montana or you come to Great Falls and like, I mean, you can't say NEW/Assyrian anymore because they're not here, but still, like, everybody's worked there. Tons of people have worked or work at Benefice. Like, all right, see ya, Marissa. Thank you. Thanks for putting everything together. Okay, put that over there so my hand, my arm isn't getting all sticky. Oh, wow, Lori. That's crazy. Oh, yeah. I mean, our whole family has worked at NEW at some point. And like I said, like 98% of Great Falls has worked there, I swear. My partner was actually working there at Assyrian when they closed. And right now he works at VisionNet. And unfortunately, come January, they are getting the welcome back Pinky stickers. They are closing the phone division down of VisionNet. So that kind of sucks. But thankfully this time when he's losing his job, I have a job. So it's not going to be like when Assyrian shut down and I didn't have a job and we were really struggling for a while. So, you know, he'll find something soon enough. I'm trying not to stress about it too much. You know, Blue Cross will start hiring, or if he really needs to, he can probably get something at like FCR or something. So sorry for all the real local talk, guys, for all of you that don't live here in the same place that me and Lori do. Oh, thank you. It is definitely takes a special type of person to be able to do it, and I'm glad that I am one of the people that's able to do it because you know, I can't really think of what else I would be able to do as far as work with all my chronic illnesses. and this kind of just works out really good for me. Because it doesn't mean that, you know, it gives me enough adequate downtime, you know, outside of work that I can stay sane. And, you know, that is really important to me. And these days it's hard to find a job where you can not have to take your job home with you. So that's really, really great. Let me see, look at the time here. Wow, okay. Okay, so I'm gonna just go through my ranking of the Bob's Burgers episodes that I have over here, because we're really just, oh man, okay, so how many okay, so I don't know how big my stash is, Sensational Crafter, but I got too many. Doesn't mean I'm gonna stop buying, but I do have too many. I have like a tote that's probably, you know, the size of a, well, maybe like a 30 by 40 painting that I keep all my loose drills in. And then I have a bunch of diamond art clubs, and I keep those in their boxes that I put in a cupboard in our hallway. All right, you know what? I can tell you exactly how big my stash is, because I have this handy dandy little traveler's notebook that I put all my paintings in. So, you know what? If you guys, you can hit me up later if you want my ranking of Bob's Burgers episodes, because this is more fun. All right, so we're gonna just go through my notebook of completed paintings. So we've got these two, which were my first two completed paintings, which are round paintings that I got from Amazon, both 30 by 40s. This is a Diamond Dots. Well, whatever. I don't know. The one that we're selling at Walmart for a while. This is another round from Amazon. This is one of those little gem ones. I forget the store, but if you guys are interested in knowing which store not to buy from, oh yeah, Lori, this is the greatest idea ever. I got it from another YouTuber and I did a video on it. But like just using a traveler's notebook, and what I do now is print it out on sticker paper, but at first I was just cutting them out and sticking them in here with a glue stick, and I just paste them in there as soon as I order the painting. And oh, thanks, Brian. Let me get it on my phone. All right, so oh my gosh. Okay, so unrelated, but this is my friend's dog. Look how cute. I just love her dog. Okay, so how do I get to the message? Is it people? No. Sorry, give me a second. I'm really bad. Oh, there it is. Oh my god. Okay, guys. Look how cute that is. I think I might have seen this in one of Wolfpack's lives, but I freaking love this. That is so adorable. So I just go through and put all the paintings in here as soon as I order them, and if they haven't got here yet, I put one of these little pink flags on it. And so all these are either completed or in my stash. And this is another one of those friggin' pop and drill nightmares. My god. I gave this one to my mother-in-law for Mother's Day. She adores it. And I love these little guys. So that's why, because I noticed there's a lot of people, this is the nightmare. I have it still, like, just off to the side, and yeah. And so far, my favorite company to work with has definitely been Diamond Art Club. I would say that Dreamer Designs is a close second, but they won't be like my favorite unless they improve the canvas. So once the canvas, like once they get the perfected so that they don't have any issues with like blurry symbols, then they'll be right up there, because their drills are A plus. Like that's all I can really say. Because I have loved working with their drills. They're just really nice. I haven't actually worked on my Ever Moments yet, but I do really like them. Diamond Dots is okay, but I don't like their glue. Their glue is really, really like squishy. So like it's hard to push things around, and I do like things that are more repositionable. Hello, Crafting with Mrs. Crochet and Coffee. Nice to see you. And you know, I do like Sophie Beauty / Moon Crescent / Moon Zero for paintings. They're pretty good. They're not like quite up there at the high level of like Diamond Art Club, but for like a more budget, you know, AliExpress seller, they're pretty decent. And I'm working on this one on the side as a snack, and it's coming out really great, but I lost my pink drills and I can't find them. Okay, so I filled one notebook, and then I've got this one started with my haul from the clearance sale. Well, except for that one. And I don't have those videos up yet, but I'm trying to, well, that's all in my stash. Like not all of them are finished, but I have done quite a few. You can see a lot of the finished ones in my intro video, but I need to do like an update of like all the ones I finished since then. But yeah, the I mean, it's not as bad or as big as some people, but like every time my partner goes to get the cat food, all my DACs are in the same cupboard, and he's like, you can't buy anymore. You don't have any space. And I'm like, but there's this one I want. Like, what am I supposed to do? What if they discontinue it? What if it sells out? So I'm trying to, you know, not buy too many and like resist as much as I can. I'm basically doing the like give it a week or two thing. Yes, that's what I've noticed, Linda. The only thing that and I think I've said this on another video, the only complaint I've had about them was that like the turned painting pens, kind of like this that I ordered from there, were not super great quality, and they charged $35 each for the two that I got. So I don't think I'm going to buy pens from them again of this type. They also have like those wooden ones that are like carved, like the kind that Star Wars sells, and things like that. And those I will still buy. Like anything like that, I would totally do that. Oh my God, I do too, Johnny. Not every day, but like if I'm feeling down and I don't have something else to watch, I definitely buy them. Yeah, I love Sophie Beauty. And then they have Moon Crescent and Moon Zero, and I love their like all three stores. I'm in their Facebook group. The narwhal, like the mermaid with butterflies and a little pet narwhal, is one of the things that I bought from there. And it turned out so good, and there were no popping drills. Excuse me. And it just turned out like just super, super good. So yeah, they're definitely like a recommendation for AliExpress. Like if you're going to buy AliExpress and you're going to buy squares, I do recommend them because they are pretty decent. what am I gonna, I don't know. I got to show you guys these little cute crocheted animals I got last weekend at, I'm going to put this up here so I don't get fuzz on my canvas. At the con that we had, because we had like a gaming convention, and I got this little manta ray and this little narwhal. I also have an octopus, but I can't for the life of me find it. I had it last night and it's missing already. I got these last weekend at Great Falls Gaming Rendezvous because we had a booth there for the LGBT Center. And I'm just in love. And this one has like, he's got a little hole for his mouth. So you can like put him on like a, you know, like a pencil or something and like have him like just up somewhere. And I just think they're so adorable, and I gotta find patterns. And then I also got this cool dice bag that doubles as like a throwing mat. I'm holding drills in there because that's how I roll. But basically it lays out flat like this. So if you're rolling dice on like a hard table or like a glass table, you can just roll it into the bag and they won't go everywhere. And I just think it's really cool. So, oh, here's my octopus. He was hiding under the dice bag. So I got this too. Because we were in the vendor room all weekend, and I was just like looking at all this cool stuff, and I was like, I need to get it. Oh, nice, Mrs. Coffee. You got to make him one of these bags. Oh, and here's the, now I'm like just showing you all the stuff on my desk. Here's the little cat that I'm working on. I didn't do the pink one there, and now I can't find the pink drills. This is just my life, guys. I'm a hot mess right now. I'm on the struggle bus. Like, okay, so I'm going to tell you guys a fun story about being on the struggle bus. Yesterday, I was at work and, you know, doing my work thing. And I work at a call center, and we have a special line that we can call of like, you know, we call them specialists, but, you know, they're basically just people that are like one level above us, to answer our questions, you know, like a question queue. And twice yesterday, I accidentally transferred my customer to the question queue instead of putting them on hold and calling the question queue. Twice I did that. And I mean, yesterday was not my day. I am glad it's the weekend. My partner's on vacation for a week. After this, he's out getting lunch right now. After this, we're probably gonna, while I'm watching live streams, get into some multiplayer Stardew Valley. Oh, Maggie. How are you going to not let your mom play with the Barbies? I think I've got a Barbie doll like hiding down here, but I don't want to go through my stuff looking for it. Sometimes I'll see one that I'm just really into at Walmart and I'll just buy it, especially since they brought out all those like cool fashion ones with like the different body types and stuff. Me too, Crystal. I love it. I don't play enough of it because I have diamond painting taking up my life, but I do really enjoy it. And since my partner's on vacation, he has Saturday off for once. Ironic that it happened to be Diamond Paint-A-Thon Saturday, but he basically just took the first full week that was available when his boss told him, "You have too many vacation days, take them." And now, like I said, he almost had to work a double the other weekend. I don't think so. I don't think that's a person I know, Lori. Lori, do you know the Tudor family at all? Oh, yeah. Some of the people that come, like, unless he's like involved in the center, like as a volunteer, I don't probably know any names. Just because I'm terrible at remembering names. Oh, nope, that's not our family. What about Krogfoss? I don't know how old you are, Lori, but that's my mother-in-law's maiden name. Yes, that's my my mother-in-law's mom. Yeah, she passed away years ago. Hey, Polly. I'm going to see if I can get my cat to come over here and visit you guys. Come here. Come on. He's just looking at me. I know. It's like, you know, me and Lori both live here in the same city, and it's about like, I want to say it's like 65,000 people, maybe slightly more. Come here. And it really is like a small town. It's crazy. Oh yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Everybody's going other places, better cities. I mean, obviously I think of everything from the LGBTQ perspective, but I know, Johnny P. Look, okay, so last episode is full bars. That's my least favorite Halloween episode. So number 6 out of 7 is Tina Witch, which is where Tina, the teenager, she becomes a witch because she wants to be a hot mess for Halloween, but someone steals her idea. And she decides she's going to be a sandwich, and there's the cat. So she's researching witching, and she ends up getting a spell book out from the library, and she starts casting spells that she thinks works. Only she makes the crossing guard mad, and she gets a curse put on her. And that one, whatever. Like I said, only narrowly out edges full bars, in my opinion, which again, full bars loses rank a little bit because of you're killing someone's pet, and also like there's a fat suit in it. Tina and the Real Ghost, I love that one. It's like Lars and the Real Girl, except that Tina falls in love with a box that her sister convinces her has a ghost in it named Jeff. A ghost of a 13-year-old boy named Jeff, which I think is hilarious. And another one that, like, while I was watching it, because those are early season episodes, right? So I'm watching this and I'm thinking, man, this one's so good. How is it going to be beat out by the other ones? Well, you'll see. So the one after that is, let me see, Fortnite, which is another early season episode where the kids they're supposed to be a Chinese dragon for Halloween, and they go into the fort that they've built in the back alley to get the eyes that they made for the dragon costume. And a truck like backs up to their fort and blocks them in because it's like a box fort. And I know Ghost Jeff is the best. And they end up like getting trapped in there. And there's like this really creepy girl named Millie that like wants to be best friends with Louise. And she like, you know, basically maniacally doesn't go get help for them. And it's all dramatic and stuff. And like, that's another really good one. Like, honestly, all of these are really good. But again, then they just keep getting better. That's the thing, is they just keep getting better. So after Fortnite is The Wolf of Wharf Street. Now the thing about Bob's Burgers is it takes place in a port town, like an oceanside town, kind of like, you know, someplace maybe on like the Jersey Shore or someplace like that, where, you know, they have a amusement park called Wonder Wharf and all that kind of stuff. I know Millie is insane. Like, she's in one of the honorable mentions too that wasn't really a Halloween episode. So Wolf of Wharf Street, a couple things I love about it. The joke storefront is Freddy Kugel Halloween noodles. And the exterminator is Poltergeist Pest Control, which I thought was hilarious. And then this one's probably got my favorite costumes, because they also do, like I said, the pun costumes. Linda, the mom, dresses up as Cher from that Turn Back Time video in that, you know, really skimpy Bob Mackie outfit. But then she puts on like a cowboy hat and a little sheriff star, and she's a sheriff. And then Gene dresses in like a caveman outfit, and he's Andre the Giant 3000. So he's got like a wig and stuff like Andre 3000, but on the bottom he's dressed like Andre the Giant, which is kind of cute. And then Tina dresses up like a mombi. So she's a zombie wearing her mom's clothes. That one, Brian, that is the Tina and the Real Ghost episode, because that's the part where the teens all go, like, is the rite of passage. You go to the cemetery to go in the mausoleum, and Tina gets revenge by pretending that the mausoleum is locked. I really do like Evermoment, Lori. I haven't tried Diamond Art Club, but I am anticipating I'm gonna love their customs. Trying to think who else. Those are really the only two I can think of. There's plenty of other ones, like I'm pretty sure that Sophie Beauty would probably do an okay custom. I've heard okay things about Huracan rounds, but I haven't tried them myself because I'm afraid. Okay, so Wolf of Wharf Street. Oh yeah, and in that one also, Bob is hurt, so he's on like strong painkillers. So Teddy the handyman comes over to help watch him, and he's dressed as like a sexy nurse, and he has on like these really shiny compression stockings that are just like, they're so reminiscent of those 90s pantyhose, you know, when they were like super super shiny. And just, I don't know why we liked that, guys. Why did we like those shiny pantyhose? And that one's just really good, because basically the kids go on they go trick-or-treating, but no one's out trick-or-treating and no one has candy because there's supposedly a wolf in town. And the two rich guys that basically run town are saying, oh, there's no wolf. So they're out trick-or-treating with their mom, and she's like, oh, well, let's go on a wolf hunt, because she thinks there's no wolf. And that one has an alpaca in it too, so that's kind of like a llama. But anyway, I mean, it was really hard for me to decide to put that one third, because the next one is Nightmare on Ocean Avenue Street. Yeah, yes, yes, it's coffee. But it's an alpaca, so it's not technically a llama, but it's pretty close. And it screams at them, and it's really funny. Anyway, it turns out there really is a wolf, but the fish odors are trying to keep it quiet because it's an illegal pet wolf. So, you know, if Wolfpack was here, we could tell her. See, the Blinken's not a Halloween episode. That's one of my honorable mentions, is the Bleakin parts 1 and 2. That, oh my God, the Bleakening episodes are just so epic. Like, I'm going to have to go watch those now because they're so good. Hello, Rachel Ray. For anybody who doesn't know, Rachel is next. And in fact, I realize I haven't made any moderators yet, so I am going to give a few people mod here while I am thinking about it, so that people can post. All right. Who else wants to be a moderator? I gave Rachel mod because she's going to be the next one, so she can link herself. But who else is willing to do that, to be able to post links and stuff? Okay, gotcha, Lori. So then, like I said, Nightmare on Ocean Avenue Street, that is the one where the kids are going trick-or-treating and someone is stealing their candy, dressed as different costumes. And that one is just kind of a cute one. It turns out it's the dentist, because sticky sugar booms are out and they're really going to ruin their teeth. And he doesn't want to spend his winter filling cavities. He wants to go skiing. And that one basically edged out the Wolf of Wharf Street because of the part where the kids go into the haunted house and then tackle Dr. Yap. And oh, also the side plot where Teddy is decorating the restaurant outside, and he has a giant spider that moves, and they put chainsaws on its arms, and it cuts the moving bat next door because the other handyman wanted Teddy to be impressed by it. So that one was hilarious. I know. Okay, so Dr. Yap is the dentist, and he's like this kind of like creepy, like he's still kind of like wants to be like a frat bro, but he's like too old. type guy. And Tina has a little bit of a crush on him, but he's always being kind of weird, and he's just hilarious. Oh, Dr. Yap. Hello, Nana. So that brings us to Linda, you should watch this show. It is very good. So that brings us to the #1 Halloween episode of Bob's Burgers, in my opinion, and in the opinion of some of the rankings that I saw, which is The Haunting. And in that episode, basically, oh, sorry, that one doesn't even have a side plot, I don't think. Oh yeah, so that episode, I mean, it's a cartoon spider that like is hung on a wall and it's not close up, so I feel like you'd be okay. But yeah, like you would probably want to skip that episode if you don't like spiders. But not all the episodes have spiders. Okay, so in The Haunting, the storefront is Blood Bath and Beyond red bathroom products. And the exterminator is Last Mouse on the Left, Pest Control. And the burger of the day is like a less good one. It's called the Breaking Radish Burger, like after Breaking Bad, like whatever. But basically, Louise, the youngest, is complaining that she never can get scared, so she doesn't like haunted houses because they're too boring. And she wants to be scared. So her parents are like, well, guess what? We did a haunted house just for you. So they go out to this creepy house, and they're basically putting on like the worst haunted house ever. Like, you know, peeled grapes, but their parents like forgot to put the grapes in the box where they're feeling it. And, you know, it's just not going great. And then they call it a day and they go home and the tire is flat. And then they go in the house to call the tow truck. And then creepy stuff starts happening in this house, which is not their house. It's just this random house that there's a mortuary next door. And mortician Mort told them they could use this house because it was belonged to one of his clients. And, you know, they could use it for their little Halloween project. So they're in there. The whole family's just getting scareder and scareder. You know, different like creepy cult stuff is happening. The power goes out, all that kind of stuff. Lori, do you mean like those big ones with the little bottles? And it just gets creepier and creepier, and it culminates with them like climbing out the bathroom window because like something is coming after them in the house. Like, just like you never see it, but it's like, you know, thumping footsteps and just really creepy, you know, rattling doors and stuff like that. And then like robed cultists appear on the lawn, 3 robed cultists, and a circle of fire lights around the whole house. Oh, you mean like, wait, I don't know what you're talking about. Do you want to link one since you have mod? Okay, sounds good. Okay, and then so after that happens, they're like screaming at, you know, they're like on the roof and they're like, okay, well, you know what, whatever. There's a ring of fire and there's a, you know, there's cultists on the lawn, but we're up here on the roof. They can't get us. And then this like creepy guy with garden shears comes to the window because that's the guy that's been coming to them in the house. And Louise just flips out. Like, she is so scared. And that is when they take a picture of her and reveal that it's all been a scam time just to get her scared. And it is just so epic. Turns out that Teddy and Mort and Mort's mom are the 3 cultists on the lawn. The creepy guy with the gardening shears is just Mort's mother's new boyfriend. Like, they really got Louise good. But the cherry on top of this like beautiful episode is the Boys for Now song that they play at the end, because Boys for Now is like a boy band, supposed to be like Backstreet Boys or NSYNC or whatever. It's a recurring gag on the show, and they drop a Halloween song, and it basically goes, my teeth are extra sharp, my body's extra hairy, I'm running in the dark, I love you so much it's scary. But it's like, you know, like a poppy boy band song, and they like show the music video for it at the end of the show, of the end of the episode, and the family singing along to it, and it's just incredible. So that for sure so far has been the best Halloween episode. There's another one this Sunday. Yes, Finn, that's a great one. So there's another Halloween episode coming out this Sunday, and I don't know if it's gonna beat out The Haunting, but we'll see. Now the other thing I do have to acknowledge is that Bob's Burgers does other holiday episodes, and it's been a bit of a tradition, and they like to make them creepy sometimes too, especially the Christmas ones. So I need to acknowledge the other creepy holiday episodes. So in no particular order, the Quirk Deucers, which is a Thanksgiving episode where Tina produces a Thanksgiving play, and in order to get out of Thanksgiving, or to get out of, you know, school early the day before Thanksgiving, Louise decides that it would be funny to make it so that the turkeys all die terribly gory deaths, and she gets like a bunch of entrails and stuff from the butcher. And I mean, it is like incredible. It's not like gory. Thanks, Mickey. So in 15 minutes, you're all going to be going to Rachel Ray. Well, I'll probably, you know, drop off 5 minutes soon before, just so that we can all have a chance to go get some water, do a bio if we need to, all that kind of stuff. But anyway, like it's incredible. It's all like cartoon. Like the thing I like about Bob's Burgers is that they put a lot of effort into making it look like it's a cartoon, like it's animated, but like they'll put in things like, you know, to make it look like this was a child-made costume. So, you know, they make a little hat that looks like it was made from construction paper and things like that. So that's one. The Bleakening, which is a Christmas episode with like it's supposed to be, I guess, like a oh, what's that evil Santa Claus character? Yes, Gene is fond of farting. He thinks it's hilarious, which is very appropriate for a boy his age. But like a God, why can't I think of that? Whatever, the evil Santa thing. But it turns out that it's not real. It's just a guy who's been stealing Christmas decorations to have a Christmas rave, like a secret underground Christmas rave. And there's like a complete like musical episode, like it's got musical numbers, and there's like a drag number that I don't know if they got RuPaul, but it sure sounded like RuPaul. I mean, it was great. Dawn of the Peck, which is another Thanksgiving episode, which is basically they do like a turkey trot, but instead of it's Krampus, that's what I'm trying to think of. But instead of getting all turkeys, they got a bunch of birds, and the birds start attacking the people doing the 5K. And it's like just chaos. That one's amazing. Mom Lies in Videotape, which is not so much spooky, but has a lot of costumes. That is where the kids do a school play, and their mom can't be there, and the camera runs out of battery, so they all make up lies about what it was, and each one is more fantastic than the other. It has Tina basically retelling her version of the Alien movie, and is just really amazing. House Trap. I can't remember what that one is about. I wrote it down here, but I don't remember what it is. Well, guess what? I can look. Oh, right. That's okay. So the House Trap episode, that one is when they go to like this beach house that's owned by this lady whose husband mysteriously died by falling, and it turns out in the end that she totally killed him. Yeah, she totally did it. Oh, Crashly, it was probably the guy that was mad I wasn't talking about Bob's Burgers enough. It's okay. I don't mind. Thank you, Crashly. All right, and then last but not least, The Silence of the Louise, which is the episode where she gets accused of, well, no, not her, but basically everyone's being accused of a crime and not being allowed to go to the water park because the counselor's doll got mutilated. And she enlists Millie, the creepy girl, to help figure out who it is, and it's all like a tribute to Silence of the Lambs, and it's pretty creepy because like the dolls are literally like unraveled and like laid there like it's like their entrails, but it's just yarn, and it's amazing. So yeah, if it's not obvious, I do love the Bob's Burgers. Oh man, you guys, we are just about to wind down here. I got about 3 minutes before I'm going to send you all over to Rachel's stream, which I am going to try to find a link here. I do have it in my description. So if you click that link, it should get you over there. But if not, I posted it in the chat. Just make sure you head over to Rachel Ray's channel next. Oh man, I hate that Dutch doc. Yeah, man, go watch Bob's Burgers, but wait till after the DP-Athon. You know, I really enjoyed sitting here with you. The time seems like it flies by when you're the host. You know, I was watching Marissa's last one and it did not fly by at all. I was like so nervous about starting. I was like, oh my God, it's taking forever. And then, you know, suddenly I'm in here and the time's just flying by. And I will definitely be in the next ones. I might be on my phone because we're probably going to grab some lunch. But I will for sure be around. Oh, I forget the name of that one. But I know that that one, Brian, is... Let's see. Possibly it's called Electric Love. I know that's the sound from it. Topsy. It's called Topsy. All right, guys. I am going to leave it here. Thank you so much for coming. Go ahead and feel free to subscribe if you want to see more from me, but don't feel like you have to. Thank you for all the thumbs up and for all the chat. It's been really great to chat with you guys. I hope to see you in another live, but for now, head on over to Rachel Ray's stream. I'm going to post that link one more time, and I will catch you guys on the flip side.